anybody would like to share their experience, any discoveries you've made, or if you have any questions, let me know. You can pop your mic off, or you can even write in the chat. Everyone's gently coming out. Absolutely take your time. Stretch, have a drink of water, whatever you need to do.
I feel remarkably better now.
Oh, good. Great. That's fantastic. Job done.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you feel connected? Do you feel you understood more, or just a sense of an understanding about what's going on? You don't have to share what your obstacle is, but did you feel somehow connected?
Yeah, I climbed my obstacle, and as I climbed, it kind of tipped over, and the climbing was easier. And then it was a downward. It was a descent. It was an ascent and
Ah.
then a descent.
Did it feel like less of an effort descending?
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Carrie. Oh, Sharon wrote in the chat, she said, the switching places was ingenious. It was a total eye-opener and brought something completely fresh to my thinking. Oh, I love that. Wonderful. Yes, I really love switching places with that imagery work when you switch places. Such a different perspective. Erica says, I like the part where we switch places with obstacles. Well, yes, it always gives you such a new perspective, um, just becoming it. Yeah, wonderful. Well, if you have any observations that you've made and you'd like to write them down, then you can grab a journal and take some notes so that because it stays fresh, and then in a week you might kind of start to lose it a little bit. So if there are any highlights, just write them down. Sharon says it's a good technique to use with difficult people too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And I've done that, oftentimes um, when I have, private private sessions, and there's a specific person that you want to switch. We could we can do that and see things from their perspective. It always helps to see that it's never really us. It's everyone is trying to figure out their own path and responding from their own impulses, their own unhealed traumas. So it's important. A lot of ancestral trauma healing has been coming out lately, so that's a good one. That's why I incorporate a little bit of it today. But there's that really, really good book. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, called "It Didn't Start with You," and it has some great exercises to do with your core sentence, your core fear, and where that might be coming from. You know, so these are the obstacles that hold you back that might not even be your own, because trauma is inherited, right? Not just to protect us, right? Something scary and traumatizing and painful happened to one of our ancestors, and that gets coded into the DNA, so it can help with survival of the species and the heirs. And so sometimes when we, break down what is our worst fear, just the sentence that you say to yourself, will already tell you where it's coming from. Someone can say, um, I'm terrified of not being successful because I'll starve to death, and then discover that your great grandmother was an orphan, and didn't have food to eat. And as you kind of go back into ancestry, you realize that's where my core sentence is coming from. So that's what actually, you know, it might be a big obstacle in my life right now, this fear that's not even mine, presenting itself and blocking my progress. It's only there to protect you, but yet again, and you know, and then we'd work that out, for example, in a session where you just give that back to them, and you know, they can do what they wish to do, because they'll no ancestors of ours wants to see us suffer. They don't want to, you know, to see us fail, just the opposite. So, but it's very interesting. I recommend that you all pick up that book. They talk a lot about family constellations and also, you know, the core sentence and how to discover that core sentence and start to heal obstacles that might not even be yours, you know, presenting themselves as your fears, but they've started way back when. Oh, Nancy said, my obstacle has good intentions, just not helping. I asked it to step aside and it thought it might. Oh, good. It better step aside. Well, you also, you know, need to see what needs to happen for it to step aside, right? To see what deal you can strike with it, so that, you know, if you do this, then it will step aside. Perfect. Now I can even write the book here. What's his name? It didn't start with you by Mark Wallen. I think that's how you spell his last name. Let me double check. I might have said it before. Yeah, so it's double L, a double N. It's Wallen. Right, yes. Beautiful. Well, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all for your presence. Thank you for participating. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you next month. Sending you lots of love, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Kisses and hugs to everyone.
Thank you.
I'm glad Diane said she got clarity. Very happy.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
glad, Diane. My pleasure. I'll see you all soon.
Take good care.
Bye. Take care.